everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with me, Alfapiomega, Meiou and Taxes, and Brittany. All is peaceful in Brittany. The date is 12th of October 1386, and we have just reached the level 7 of administrative technology called Sale of Public Office. Sale of Public Office. One of the most important tools of a monarch was control over public office. From sheriffs and tax collectors to governors and ministers, a ruler could appoint men to the posts, or sell the office instead. Selling the office, a practice known as venality, had two great advantages. It raised large sums of money for the monarchy, while simultaneously watered down the aristocracy by adding large numbers of middle classes to their ranks. As long as they held the office, the king granted them. This created a bureaucracy which was loyal to the king, helping to centralize power under him. On the other hand, it also led to corrupt public officials, but that was nothing new. I like how they say that. And in the next poll taxes level, we are going to get a new idea group. I'm almost certain that we're gonna go with the naval ideas because I would really like to go colonize as soon as possible. That's A, and B, we are getting quite a lot of money from the trade, so getting extra ships and extra limits and everything would be pretty nice. Now we already do have 343 gold, so we could go ahead and build something in our capital, or we can start building an army, and I think I'm gonna go with building an army. So we're gonna recruit 2 units, 2 men-at-arms, 1 in Brodegger and 1 in Brovened. And once they are finished, as we don't have more manpower, I'm gonna put Jean I in their command, and they're gonna start drilling. We're gonna work our way up through army professionalism and maybe hoping to get him some upgrade to his skills, because he's still fairly young. And I think he could get some extra points. So if he gets like 1 in fire, that would be great. Other than that, Europe is peaceful. There's not much. Oh, actually, scratch that. There's a major war going on with Bohemia. Poland is a defender against Bohemia again. Okay. And one thing of note is that the Golden or White Horde, I still confuse it with Golden Horde from the Crusader Kings, is getting raped by everyone. I think it's at war with pretty much everyone. Yeah, Lithuania, Bryansk, Novosil, Trusa, and Trakai. Anyone else? And Havichvonia. So yeah, and they're definitely losing this war drastically. So bye bye White Horde, it has been nice seeing you. Treason against Brittany. Recruitment is out of necessity something that has to be somewhat decentralized affair. Often it will be entrusted to local powers in the capital, and then they are responsible to turn up a set number of men in the various provinces under our control. This is a system that to some extent relies on trust, as the central government is not involved in the details of countryside mustering, and the only form of control we have are the, often sporadic, inspections the army itself conducts. One such inspection in Broroazon has unearthed quite a local scandal. The rolls we have for the area is full of fictional names, and nobody seems to know what we could actually muster from the region. So we can go with, this is unfortunate. We lose army professionalism, and Brittany gets Brittany area gets corrupted army rolls. Wow, so that's for everyone. Or we must punish the perpetrators and conduct our own survey. So the greater nobles lose loyalty, we gain army professionalism, but we get local manpower modifier lowered for 10 years and local unrest increase. But we must punish the perpetrators. Our king is, he is the dude. He won't allow such treason against Brittany to pass. And the plus 2.5 armor portion is actually pretty good. But I don't really think that it's having any effect right now. Immediate gains, yeah. Recruit mercenary lowered. But hey, we're drilling already. Jean is drilling, and we can recruit another unit. So let's get another man-at-arms. And I'm thinking what we're gonna do with the money, because I think Castile... it was Castile, right, that cancelled the subsidies. Yeah, so our income dropped a bit. But not by much, we're still good. I was thinking we might want to up our game in our capital a bit. The problem is we already have way higher urban gravity than we can deal with. On the other hand, a marketplace would give us a big boost, urban gravity modifier and trade power for the first 40,000 of urban population, so that would be good. On the other hand, we have other provinces that would benefit from development and that are way better investments. So for example, Brorazon would be a good one, looking at it. Yeah, they're at the urban gravity. So building a commune hall would be too expensive, and marketplace would not be the best thing. How's Brovened? Wow, Brovened is actually high above the limit, so we could build a commune hall here. Oh, let's actually do that. Do we want to? Yeah, we want to. Brovened deserves having a commune hall. That's gonna increase it to about 16,000 maybe. And I'm thinking we might want to build another road, because when you look at that, the autonomy is quite high here, so increasing the communication efficiency would not be bad. Especially Brogenev would get quite a lot of that, because the communication efficiency here is 14 days. And Brogenev could use roads, but I don't think we have... Okay, the locals would invest. Okay, city has nothing, and we don't have the manpower, and 369 gold, no thank you. But, you know, building that would still be good. Building that would still be good. And you guys continue drilling. Who told you that you should stop? Now we're gonna get 0.5 army professionalism per year. That might give us a bit of a bonus. Oh hey, here it comes. Mercenary maintenance is lowered. Discipline is increased slightly. Recovery army morale is increased slightly. Available mercenaries increased. Looting amount lowered, but movement speed increased. Nice. And they also get a bit of a bonus themselves. So they will be a bit more efficient in the war. I like this event, but right now it came in the very wrong moment. Improve the capital. The glory of our capital has long been neglected. We now have an opportunity to improve the city and make it a beacon of cultural pride. This may prove costly, but there is an alternative solution. We can use military as workforce, or we can pay the money. In both events we get extra tax and lowered construction cost. Well, I'm just gonna use the workforce. We're not gonna benefit from that at all. There's nothing really we can do. But the population, as you can see here, increased to 3 pops, and we're at 17.5 thousand. That's actually decent. Brovened will be building that commune hall for another 918 days. That is insane. Did they increase the time that the buildings cost? I think they did, because I don't remember them taking that long. But I'm all in favor, you know, I'm all in favor. Our army is still drilling, they're getting their asses off. And I was considering one thing, attacking the Canaries, because Castile didn't really snatch them, and even though they're different culture, Might be fun. Though, on the other hand, I don't see a reason why we would do that at this point. So we might rather maybe go for the border or with the trade ports that are there and try to develop them. But, you know, speaking of development, we are actually not doing all that bad in the general things, you know. When you look at the world, Britain is actually one of the more developed places. Though the problem is definitely that most of our population is rural, but thinking of our size, having 1.7 million people is not bad at all. You know, I have to admit, that's not bad at all. We're gonna hit +2 stability very soon, at which point I'm considering, I didn't know they had some, but lesser nobles also have some privileges. So we might hit them with a revoke too. But I don't think that's really necessary right now because they have very low power and risking losing stability over that just seems, you know, useless. I'd much rather wait for the greater nobles and just hit them in 86 months. We might actually want to offer them favors. That would be 118 gold. And would give us quite a lot of stability points, considering that. Well, we'll see. I'm starting to really hate this event, the heated debates that just keep taking money away from me. We really can't risk losing stability over this though, so I'll just keep paying. It's the corruption, it's nothing else, it's just our insanely high corruption that's fucking us all up. 4 defense down, all power cost down, up actually. Foreign spy detection down, global trade power down, spy network construction down. It's just nonsense over nonsense. But I used most of my money to get the greater nobles to like me more, and it gave me enough stability to put us in level 2. So we are on stability 2 now. Global trade power plus 10%, foreign spy detection increased, tolerance of heretics and heathens increased, liberty desire lowered, global institution spread increased, yearly centralization increased, and national unrest and yearly legitimacy increased. Good stuff. Actually, is our centralization increasing now? It is, by 0.01. We actually lost some points due to corruption, and I don't think we lost enough to warrant for me to put the Euro centralization back on for 10 years. After 5 years it would be good. So I don't think that's necessary. We're sitting at, I think, like 20 stability right now. 21.49 stability points, that's good. And 1.73 million people. Brovenet is still building a communal hall, Bus Plateau is still being cored, and our people are still drilling. We're starting to get some really decent bonuses here, even though it's costing us a bit of money. Once we get to 1,000 people, I'm gonna hire a cavalry unit, the runner cavalry. It's gonna be a bit costly, but it's gonna be good. I'm starting to think that the next thing we should hit the greater nobles with is getting rid of the, where is it? Partial relaxation of levy obligation that lowers 40% of manpower, and as they rule in most provinces, where are the estates? Estates, where are you? Here. So you can see that that's all of our most populous provinces, honestly. Yeah, where they're actually taking away 40% of our levies. So we would be getting about 30, that's too much, about 15 guys per month more. That might not seem like that much, but considering that we are really scraping the barrel of the bottom of the barrel of the bucket, that's what I wanted to say. Considering that we're scraping the bottom of the barrel, every guy is useful. Now, you are still alive, that's good, and he's still alive, that's not good, but yeah, it's 1389, which means that in a year we will be able to attack Aquitaine again and steal Onis. But I'm actually not gonna do that until we finish the core on Baspoetu, because I don't want to have them conquered. I don't know how it works in Meiou, but losing the province to occupation while we are coring will probably stop it, so I don't want that to happen. Is there a new pope? There is a new pope, Clemens the Ninth, Celano, or Gelano probably. Oh, and he excommunicated Aquitaine. Well, he excommunicated England, but King James I Lancaster. Okay, Aragon likes us now, right? I'm trying to make everyone, you know, okay with us. So that means Portugal is next. I'm not interested in having alliances, but, you know, if everyone likes us, they're much less likely to actually fuck us up when we don't need it. And I'm raging inside regarding the institutions because they're spreading pretty much everywhere, except, you guessed it, Brittany. But Onis almost has it, so if they get the banking, I think it should spread to Baspoetu or our capital. As actually, we have a problem that we don't really have the center of trade. And we won't have it until we build some marketplaces and other stuff. But it seems like a waste at this point. The administrative ideas of Mary. Combined with a strong moral compass, Mary has always had a sense for order. Decisions made by her are trusted decisions, be it about political issues or during friendly conversations. Oh, gain 50 administrative power. Thank you, Mary. I like you. Well, we're gonna be there soon. Yeah, you guys are just too expensive. If we could get someone discounted, I would go for it, but not right now, not like this. Well, France has done something that I did not expect, and that is declared war on Aquitaine itself. So we don't really have much of a choice, do we? We have to help them. The matter of the fact is that it benefits us if we go ahead and siege Onis, but it's going to be expensive for us in the short term. So yes, so let's accept the war. I think it's an offensive war. Well, it's gonna count as offensive war for sure. And we're gonna send our units to Onis. However, we don't really have the manpower to get extra units. So I have two choices. I could ask greater nobles, and I think I'm gonna do that, to ask them for partial military support, because they're gonna give me 3 extra units, and it's going to be very beneficial, and these units will be quite important in the siege of Onis. We do have quite a lot of money, and we do want Onis for ourselves. So let's make sure that we can get it. England is going to be a bit of a problem because we are no longer the leader of the war. I should have declared it myself, but yeah, I didn't. So that's a bit of a bummer. But hey, you know, it's still something. We might... Oh, come on, push them. Oh, good. You're not coming there. Looting policy. Well, we're gonna heavily restrict looting. Severely. Oh fuck, we have units out there. Guys, go. We actually went into battle and I completely forgot that we have ships out there. 28th of April, 2nd of May, okay. The siege will be ours. Good riddance. We're still the leader, yes. Okay, because I'm actually completely fine with the fact that we might want to get out of this war just with getting Onis, but Well, we'll see what the French are going to do here. I'm not entirely sure how they're gonna react. The ports are being blockaded, yes, I am aware of that. Okay, we do have our forts up, and we're still making quite a lot of money, so that is decent. I'm gonna save my manpower for the benefit. Oh, actually our education has dropped. That's unfortunate. Wait, it's not the education. Here's education, -2. I would like to increase funding, but it might be a much better idea to actually build the university. It would be beneficial. Okay, they're gonna get beaten by Aquitaine troops here. And I expect England... Are you sieging Kauai? Yes, you are sieging Kauai. Okay, so that's cool. We are sieging and this province will fall to us very soon. I'm actually really afraid of uniting these troops, because I know that I'm not sure if the bug is still there, but sometimes when you united troops, it meant that someone else took over the siege, so we're not gonna risk that. Once the siege is done, I'm gonna end the episode and the session, because this is actually quite a good end to where we are. Greater nobles, I like you. What about you guys? You can still... Wow, you could give me units as well. Cool. I think they attached themselves to me, but again, I'm still not gonna risk that. We're gonna go to Gasconcha. Oh, we want to... Okay. Siege of Onis is over. And I think we can go to Guaya. We can't. Okay, so Gasconcha then. And cool. This would be nice. England. That's 16. Need at least 10 war score. We have 3. Okay. So a single province would be enough to get. That's going to be a problem. Are we going to arrive first? 23rd, 24th, 24th. No, Flanders will arrive. Are actually Flanders involved in this fucking war? They are. God damn it. Okay, let's go to Garcin then. We need actual tangible sieges. Or maybe Guyana? No, Guyana is gonna be taken by Armagnac. No, hey, they're leaving. Okay, the Pope appoints new Archbishop, and we're gonna siege Guyana. That's the capital, and it might give us enough war score. Now, I know this is probably gonna knock out me and take away quite a lot of my prestige and everything, but if we get these 2 provinces and then we are able to take the province, I'm gonna totally abandon France. We're brilliant, strategist, secretive, and suspicious, so I think that's what we're gonna do. And that's gonna be the entirety of Britain. I don't want any more, just this. Okay, on that note, I'm gonna end the episode here. I thank you for your viewership, and I'll see you in the next session. That's going to be continuation of the war, and then continuation of building of Britain. We're actually doing fairly good. I'm happy with the development and everything. Capital deserves more. So if we keep breaking money like this, I am probably going to build a marketplace or a port here, because I really like to get the trade centers modifiers, because they are awesome. Or, and that's another thing that we might want to build, Europa University. That gives base urban gravity, art power, and even though it increases autonomy, I think that's the mission, right? Oh, but we need renowned university. That's the second level. Okay, but, you know, it's not that much more expensive, so we could do that. Okay, see you next time.